to the rivers, beside golden sands too. Listen up, Perth, this anthem's for you. All over town, Perth swan cricket lighting the way. The great game of cricket, we live it every day. It's a battle of will, the smell of the turf and the cheers that still thrill. Grass beneath our feet, we sweat and we grind. The heart of Perth Swan, we're one of a kind. So come, raise your voices, let the anthem ring. We're the pride of Perth Swan, hear the songs we all sing. Perth Swan's on fire. Sun, Perth Swan cricket is igniting the flame, rocking the globe with the sound of the game. Perth Swan's on fire, feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The community sports show, the home of the PSCA.
Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show.
Oh, got him. I was just about to do the same thing.
Peasy last week was just in front. I'm just a little bit behind. But never mind. That's normal for me, Noel Nosey Johnston. And it's not unusual for the Community Sports Show. But we're here and we're glad to be here with you. A big crowd forming online already. And I'm pleased to report that after a few SOSs and a couple of bat signals, he's not a bat, but he's an Abbott. so it's almost a bat.
Don't put a bat in my hand, mate. You're not going to get any runs out of it, I promise you.
Steve Abbott, the president of Caversham Dayton, and also part of the the Perth Swan Cricket
now.
Association committee. Welcome.
Thanks, mate.
First time this year.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us.
Looking good in here. A couple of new additions.
Well, there's more to come. A few clubs going to donate shortly. Good to have our first comment of the night online, and it's one of our mutual mates, Kalen. We'll come to him in a moment. But first of all, thanks very much. If you hadn't noticed, up the top there, over there, on top of Steve's head there, Intersport, Slater Gartrell have come on board, and I'm very pleased to welcome Mike Wilkie and the team at Slater Gartrell to the Community Sports Show, because the viewers out there, the cricketers...
Mate, if you want a bat,
well,
there's no better place in Perth to go.
No better place for a bat or any sort of sports equipment.
Shoes.
And, well, yeah, I used to get my shoes there. Can't anymore. But moving on, we have each and every week, in addition to the ID Athletic Community Sports Show combo of a singlet and bucket hat, which everyone loves, we also have a voucher from Joey's Swan Valley Diner, in fact 2 to give away each week, as well as a $50, not $25, $50 voucher to Intersport Slater Gartrell. So welcome to them, and thanks of course to our long-time sponsors. You're one of them, PFG Plumbing and Gas. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, Vision
Decor, of course, our platinum sponsor, as well as ID Athletic, who have both just re-signed. So clearly the Community Sports Show, the place to be.
Everyone's getting behind you, mate. It's good.
That's great. Now, if only I could actually get some physical help.
Yeah.
The love is great, but
Need a big sponsor so you can pay someone, mate. That'd be ideal.
That'd be ideal. But a big shout out to Sandeep as well. He's on there. And a big thanks. You know, part of the reach and the growth is because of the clubs getting behind us. Your club, Caversham. The viewers know I'm part of Middle Swan. All Coast hosting tonight, along with Carlisle, Belmont there, Maylands. Big shout out to Maylands. They'll get a special mention later. SKLP, Mundaring, Darlington, and everyone's new favourite club, West Coast, having a big impact. We'll see that on the scoreboard later.
Yeah, we'll talk about them in a little bit. They give me a touch-up on the weekend.
That happens. But look, welcome one and all, wherever you are across the globe. This is the show for you. And to kick it off, I'm just going to give you a heads up. We have got, last week we had Dave Peace in here. He held up the Pride of Australia cricket poster. That is still up for grabs. That closes in a couple of weeks' time. Tonight there is a magic bonus word. In the event today, I gave people the clue. I'll tell them up front. You have until the tea break to type 60 in the comments, and you'll get 3 entries, or up to 3 entries, because I've capped it. Otherwise I'd have 4,785 entries. But if you haven't maxed out yet, there's a chance for you to get 3 bonus entries into the Ricky Ponting poster giveaway. We'll show you that at the tea break.
Just looking, there's actually already one put it in there as well. 2 now.
Yeah, well,
Kevin's in.
Ryan and Carlin, the guys there, good to have you with us. All right, well, let's kick it off. As always, I want to thank the old saying, Steve, be careful what you wish for. You know, for years and years I've been asking for help and clubs to get behind us, and this year, now that I've come onto the PSCA committee and got some degree of connection with the clubs, the uptake is fantastic.
Oh, it's huge. We were only talking about the numbers just before. I don't want to get too far ahead of the schedule.
But there's a spot for that. But I just want to say thank you to everyone last week who posted, who tagged us, and the PSCA as well. I can see both sets of tags there. I was absolutely snowed under. I think I broke my poor old home PC trying to save things and download things. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But Frogbox links, all the tags, big thumbs up to everyone out there. Thanks for getting on board. And already those people are just flooding in. Zach Richardson, I see your name pop up there as well. You'll get another 3 entries. He was in last week's bonus.
Was it 3 a week now?
Well, no, last week was 2 every week. You know, it's all a reward for the viewers out there, mate. If they're watching the show and we're giving away a prize that'll actually be worth over $300, then we're rewarding the people that back us.
100%.
Like our sponsors do.
Yep.
So thank you very much. All right, let's kick it off. I've done all the thank yous. I'll talk about some subtle changes in a moment as to how we'll get the information, because there was so much.
Yeah, I've noticed in a big way social media's gone off this year for yourself and for the
and all the
association.
clubs. You know, hats off to everyone at the clubs that's getting involved and stepping up.
Yeah, special mention. I've got a superstar at my club. He's I don't know how he does it. He puts more work into it than I do, I think. So yeah, Christo's killing it.
Yeah, good evening there to Pratik as well. Good to have you with us as well. All right. Well, perfect conditions last weekend to get week 1 of the season underway. Some great performances and some not quite so great performances.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected week 1, really, isn't it?
Definitely. 60 all outs. Yep.
Yeah,
That'll get mentioned later on.
Yeah, well, opportunities, I call those. Opportunities. G'day, J.A., and you'll be pleased to know, Jimmy, if you listen in a moment when we get to the first grade, I'll actually have something special for Jimmy.
Nice.
Yeah, well, you know, I am nice. Okay, it's nice to be here. It's nice to have the crowd online. Great to be able to support people and have the support. But part of that is about the awards. I've started a frenzy. PFG, Plumbing and Gas, are actually sponsoring the awards at the end of the season. So big thank you for that.
My pleasure, mate.
Match of the week, I created a couple of clips from last week's A-grade game.
There's one Monster 6 there that's been spoken about at our club a fair bit in the last couple of days. So, yeah.
Onto the library
roof.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yep.
But for every yin, there's a yang. You know, a couple of drop catches as well, and it was all chaos. So I'll come to the A-grade shortly. But match of the week or Frog Box. Number of clubs out there. I've done a bit of a YouTube audit as well.
Yeah.
You know, as we're looking at how we develop and grow. Frogbox is a part of it. A number of clubs out there have YouTube channels, but 0 videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll be us shortly. We're looking at doing something along those lines.
So we're trying to reconnect that way. If you do use Frogbox and you cut some highlights from your games, let us know. Put the highlight on your club page. This is the subtle difference. Put the highlights on your own club pages, and clubs should be doing that anyway. Okay, your pictures. Some take a couple of pictures. Some took none.
Yeah,
you know, it's up to you as a club. But also your videos. If you cut your videos, don't send them all to me. You know,
I dare say
it's about quality over quantity.
Yeah, I reckon your inbox must be absolutely flooded every week, mate. I don't know how you keep up with it.
I did have a bit of a midweek meltdown.
Yeah.
But look, largest audience, you know, West Coast last week.
Yeah.
Newcomers to the competition, they're getting right behind the show. And,
big time.
You know, they actually interviewed a fella, we'll talk about, who hit 100 not out as part of a...
Yeah, I did witness that.
Yeah. I know, so we'll talk about that. You know, they've got behind that bloke and done an interview, and we've shared that, and that is what it's about. As simple as it can be. You record it, you put it on your club page, let us know it's there, and then if we actually shortlist it, I'll use that term, then we'll get a handful, 1 or 2 from each club, the highlights, and create a selection for you, the viewers, to vote on, because that's the way it'll work this year.
Yeah.
All right. Most memorable club moment captured. It's also handheld phones.
Yep.
You know, old school. That's how we started.
Old school.
Yeah.
Old school's with the odd Polaroid, isn't it, mate?
Well, Peasy last week suggested I used to have a studio that had candles and mice with
With the wheel.
spinning wheels. So, now we're a little bit more up market thanks to all the sponsors and the ability to look after stuff like that.
If Carlin keeps making silly comments in the thing, it'll be him out the back on the bike, I reckon,
Well,
generating the power.
I'm just choosing to ignore him for the time being. His time will come. So if you get it, it's not about every 4, but if someone's approaching a 50, capture that.
Yeah.
If they're approaching a ton, capture that. If they've taken a couple of wickets in a row, film the third ball. It could be a hat trick, or it could be a 6 goes over the back of the head.
Yeah.
And my request is, please put on your own videos what it is and who it is, so that I can actually recognise them.
Yeah.
All right, that's about it. We'll talk more later about the content. Last year, a bloke, a redhead from the Red Dogs, Fletcher Page, won the Media Personality Award. He's trying his same...
You can't do it again twice,
He's trying. So what I'm doing is I'm actually changing it from an individual. The title, I'm actually changing it to a Club Social Media Masters, okay, or personalities. So who's driving your media? Who's creating your content?
I like that. That's a good idea.
Because last week we're watching Yokai and Pilbara. Good to have them online here tonight. We had a few from their H grade.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what grade it is. If you are at your club and you're creating content and you're tagging us in it, I'll see it. That'll be how I determine who's worthy.
Yeah.
Who am I to say? But which ones get in each week?
Who shall pull the sword from the stone?
Yeah. Right, now, before we get into the... there he is. He's just jumped on. We'll have it again this year. Well, your jokes will need to step up a bit there, Fletch, I reckon, Fez. All right, just before we go into the grades, because every grade every week, thanks to Intersports Ladder Gartrell, we'll go through every stat, or not everyone.
Yeah, I think
big
there's
ones.
too many teams to do it this year, mate. If you're going to do through every one of them,
I
you're going
went
to be here a while.
up to 30. I pushed the numbers up to 30. But some special mentions. Opening week last week, Brabham, your neighbours up the road.
Yeah, the counterparts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4 out of
4.
4. Yeah, 4 out of 4
Good on
for
'em.
them.
Yeah.
Scarborough G grade had 4 father-son combos playing in that side.
That's pretty cool. I did actually see, on a side note, there was a mother and daughter playing in, I think it was in Tasmania last week. That wasn't in the PSCA, I don't think. But
No, I
that's
did
pretty
not
cool.
see that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mother and daughter in one team. So
A regular
I'm not sure.
women's competition?
I have no idea. I just happened to see it on Facebook the other day. I just thought that was pretty cool.
It is. And as we move on, part of our growth as an association will actually be to get some women's coverage and stuff like that. So big shout out to all the ladies out there at all the different clubs. I think there's 8 across the PSCA.
Yeah.
If you want us to come out, do a bit of a promo on your women's program, then hit me up. All right. A couple of other mentions. Les Moody Mazenod, 3 generations in one team.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll talk about that later on. Well done to Mundaring. You did feature in the video of the highlights of the week with your James Diamond tribute. We always like to acknowledge the support that the clubs give their own community.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, just yesterday or Wednesday?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
News came through from SKLP. Take your hats off, SKLP. This is a moment to be very proud of.
Definitely.
Kush Gurasia will be a net bowler for the Indian team as part of their ODI program.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Middle Swan had one bloke do it for England. This is 10-15 years ago, but very cool to see a current club stepping up.
Yeah, in a non-Premier League. That's awesome.
And I've got to hit him up. He's agreed to an interview.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Get him on.
I wonder if I can organise to interview him at Optus in the big nets there or something.
That would be cool.
That would
really
would
cool.
be very cool.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there now. Anyone with contacts. All right. And our last acknowledgement has to go out to, as I see Ryan jump on board. We're at Mundaring next week. So, Ryan, I'll see you here in the studio next week. But I just want to give a shout out to you, the supporters, the followers, the clubs that are getting behind us, because,
Yeah.
you know, as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, we were about 500 shy of 120,000.
Yeah. Look, Knowlesy's made it pretty blatant, and I don't know whether you've made it public knowledge or not, but million viewers.
Well, yeah, no,
Go on, put it out there.
No.
But
Fernie
keep pushing.
did that.
Yeah, keep pushing.
We'll
'cause-
celebrate as we grow.
Well,
that's how I'm
push it
looking
hard
at
because you deserve it, mate. For what's happening,
When
120,000.
it happens, I'll get an
Well,
automated AI.
Tell the crowd, where were you this time last year? If that says much.
Not
Not 120,000.
No.
So for where it's going this year, guys, keep pushing it because it's a good thing.
And the more the merrier.
Definitely.
You know, your club's getting involved. I don't have to do everything. You can create the content. We'll put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the platform for that. All right, let's kick it off. First grade.
Yeah.
Now, viewers, I feel it fair to tell you they're like a normal game of cricket. Might be unusual tomorrow. It's due to rain.
Yeah.
Heavy sigh. But like a normal game, we're going to have 2 drinks breaks and a tea break. So you'll have an opportunity to have a break as we move ourselves through, because it's the first grade.
Yeah.
No sponsors in first grade, just the first grade. And last week we saw Les Murdy Mazenod put on none for 36 off 21, chasing Carlisle 167 all out for off 63 overs there in the first grade 2-day competition. In the grand final replay, it was SKLP in a
265.
265, not bad. In 75 overs. First grade now eligible for up to 80. Forestfield will have some work to do.
Yeah, that's a
chasing
healthy
that.
score to chase down.
And the 2-day specialists, well, they've come back with a bang. Bayswater, 296 with 2 balls to spare in an 80 over innings, up against Swanview, who will be yet to bat. If you are new to the show, the way this will work is we'll go through the batting, we'll go through the bowling, we'll mention the Golden Ducks, but don't panic, viewers. I've received cease and desist orders from several people saying if I name them, I will be sued. So it will be the clubs.
We'll just put the stars like it's on the play HQ.
Yeah, private player. Private Knowlesy. So we'll go through the scores, 30 or above with the bat, 3 or more with the ball, or if there have been special moments you've tagged us in, and a few clubs have done that this week, we'll recognise those as we go through. All right, mate, do you want to kick off the batting?
Definitely. So we got Nicholas Scholl from Bayswater, 97 off 215. He fell just short there. I'm sure he was in the 90s. That sucks. Jamin Patel from SKLP, 69 off 105, batting at number 5 as well, so he was down the order. Nux, Bayswater, 65 off 85. He was in a bit of a rush there by the look of it for a 2-day game. And Tristan Francis as well, 63. It doesn't say how many balls there, but 63 as well. Taylor Tobias from Bayswater, 40. And SO, what's SO?
Oh, shout out to his mum Anne. She's a big fan of the show.
There you go.
Got to recognise those who support you.
Definitely. Michael Renton, 39 off 102 in his 100th game. And Jigar Karai, 33 off 41, batting at number 9. So that's tail wagging a little bit there too.
Yeah, now this bloke's been online, and I just want to acknowledge, we spoke about the women. Forestfield have got the Hawkettes. They've got 3 teams. So the man at the top, I'll let you pick that up discreetly. Do it that side. James... but James Alexander, I owe him an apology at the captain's meeting the other week. But had a bit of a mind fade, forgot who he was and called him someone else. So sorry about that, Jimmy. He came back and reminded me exactly who he was, because he didn't get 1, 2 or 3 wickets. He thought 4 or 5, that's mundane. I'm going to get 6. 6 for 90 off 25, a soldier's effort there.
Yeah.
By Jimmy Alexander of Forestfield. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Other bowling mentions, Jack Gaverne of Lesmurdy Mazenod, 4 for 18, very handy there. Trent Kinley of Swanview. Questions were asked at Middle Swan last night if he's any relation to one of our former players, because we might have to ask if they've paid the transfer fees. Chase Emmons, he chipped in with 3 for 71 off 16. Of course, these matches in 2-day format, so they can bowl as long as they like.
Yeah.
And one of the mentions we put up on the show this afternoon about who will get the gong of the week, Joel Shaw, they've always got something to say, Carlisle. I'm not sure there's a lot of thought goes into it, but he mentioned Dave Kelly of Lesmurdy Mazenod. I feel it fair to say to Joel and Dave, good effort with 2 for 7 off 7.
You'd be happy with that as a return?
Yeah, you would, but you're not going to get the Effort of the Week award. Sorry. I know who the winner is.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, to round it out, Swanview need 2, well, you might as well say 300 there.
Yeah.
Against Bayswater, who I think are celebrating in front of their past players this week. So if that is going on up there at Hillcrest, happy Past Players Day to Bayswater. Forestfield are chasing 266 versus SKLP. SKLP are streaming that one. They've added us as a co-host, and I'll share those links in the morning. So big test there in the grand final replay.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
Look, I haven't looked at the first grade this year, to be honest. I've been concentrating. We've got a team in the second, so I know a little bit more about that one. But look, 266 that's a fair score.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be going.
Meanwhile, though, Lesmurdy Mazenod, I think it's a good opportunity for them against Carlisle, who'll need to get some early wickets. Just 132 needed there by the Kookaburras. All right, second grade.
Matches from the weekend. Second grade, Ascot 8 for 195 off their 70. SKLP haven't bat yet. Uni still yet to bat. Real healthy score for my lads, 7 for 379 in their 70, and Ellenbrook had the bye. So my E grade team played half of the Ellenbrook twos. Not really, only a couple of them, but yeah, they give us a bit of a touch up with the bowling there. That's for sure. We'll mention that later.
Oh, well, good performance, and it's good to see Jeff Carter still knocking around there. Jeff's been a soldier for a long time.
Yeah.
87 not out. Gaurav Sharma with 87 as well, but Gaurav, you were out, mate.
Yeah, unfortunately, yep.
Rob Beatty, fan of the show, employee of Vision Decor, 58. Sidhu Singh, 47, and Randeep Brar with 33 for Caversham.
Yeah.
Good knock there for
Yeah, it was a good return there from those boys.
Well, for Ascot, we had Matty Dunn. I might as well just roll through these because there's only a couple of them. Matty Dunn with 55 off 133 balls there. Well done, Matt. And Cameron Cullinane with 33 off 95. And across both of those games, there was not a single threefer with the ball. However, Chris Belay had 3 catches for University.
I like that. That's a good nickname.
That's a great nickname,
Yeah, that's a
isn't
belter.
it? I got called out on radio for mine.
Well, what did you get?
Well, I say called out. I called up on Triple M the other week. Oh, sorry, one of the commercial radio stations. They had a competition about the host guessing where your nickname came from. And I've got a few nicknames, only a few I can say publicly, but Trigger was the one I went with. And I got that because of how quick I drew the finger when they got hit on the pads after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, well, we've got old Triggers umpiring for the association this year. We got one of them at Wayne Souden. Just a special mention to him umpiring this year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he give a few on the weekend. I'll give you that much. He was very happy with that finger.
I taught him well. Well done, Souds. All right, let's have a look at third grade before we have our first tea break, or drinks break, I should say. Couple of scores here. SKLP, another good, some solid performances here. Sides really batting it out, and it's, it's a testament to the difference between 2-day and 1 grade cricket. Batsmen in this, or first, second, and third grade seem to value their wickets a little bit more. SKLP 9 for 236, seeing out their 70. up against Bayswater yet to bat. Ascot get a mention with 244 off 60, so that's
another
going
healthy
at 6
score.
and over.
Yeah.
Up against Les Murdy Mazenod and Swan who? Swan
Swan
View.
View.
None for 69 off 18, chasing Universities 120, so over
That's,
halfway there.
Yeah, that's not a bad return for a Saturday.
So a little bit of percentage coming up, I suspect. All right, the batsman.
So Jag Budia, 78 off 126, and Kishan Vekaria, is that captain for the C?
Yep.
63 for SKLP. Joe Roshan, 3 for 21 off 9 for Bayswater. Geez, I got all the fun names. You gave me this one on purpose, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Luke, if I butcher this one, but Luke Bussermaker also had 3 catches for Basie as well. So
Well done, everyone there. I didn't throw you under the bus.
you tried.
Well, no.
There'll be more later, I promise.
Yeah, there are plenty more.
Yep.
And that's what we love about it, viewers, you know. I smile because up until a few years ago, Singham Patel was the depth of my
that
Indian
was as hard as you had to
capability.
go. Yeah, now it's
Now I'll just roll them off the tongue.
yeah.
And as an example, we saw Ascot. The only fill-ins aren't getting a mention this year. If you haven't registered yet, you don't deserve a mention. You get 1 week free, and if you're a fill-in again, I'm sorry, you won't get a mention.
Yeah, I like that. That's not a bad call.
Ascot saw fill-in get 80, while Ranjith Ramakrishna. No, I blew that. Ramakrishna.
You got it, nearly.
No, Ramakrishna. That's an easy one. Sorry, Ranjith. He had 55, while Jason Palladdy scored 34, and Patrick Martin bagged 4 for 45 off 13 overs for Les Murdy Mazenod.
In the final game, Uni mustered 120 on Brown Park's top deck. Ryan Kovalev got me again, mate. Ryan Kovalev's getting 39, Chris Evans 38, and they also got our first 2-day competition Golden Duck.
Yeah.
I've been warned that I'm not allowed to name the Golden Ducks.
It's not there, you can't.
Well, we could go looking, but you put a muzzle on me, so I'm not allowed to be mean to the batsmen this year, apparently.
Well, it's just to your right, I've got 3 Duck Awards. You know, they're awards and I'm proud of them. Not because they're Duck Awards, but because I was out there giving it a go.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking in the comments there. Ryan's asked me if I ever made a 90, and I'll tell you now, mate, I've had an award, exactly the same thing. I got an award with a bat with a hole drilled in the middle of it because I seem to hit the bloody hole every time. So, no, Ryan, I haven't made a 90.
And I think 90 is about all I made in my batting career.
Yeah, I reckon I'd be pretty
we're
close.
there having a go.
Yeah.
But look, it's looking tough for Bayswater. Before we get there, Chevy Jade, the only bowler with a mention there, he had 4 for 24 off 15 with the ball for Swan View. But Swan View just chasing 59 for victory and probably some bonus points.
Yeah, none down too. So.
And unfortunately, that game is on Frogbox, so University.
Yeah, video evidence.
Yeah, there will be evidence, so you'll have to find a way to fix that. Ascot should be able to defend, I think, at home, 244. That's a good effort there. And it'll be a good test for the 2-day love in Bayswater.
Yeah, 237 at home. Hillcrest's a good oval to bat on, but it's a nice flat deck. So
It's their second
doable.
side, though.
yeah,
You know,
it's a fair score, but it's definitely doable.
Definitely doable. All right, well, what is doable is having a drinks break. So just for a few minutes, we'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show, the Intersport Per Swan Cricket Association review show. Got to get into the habit of saying that. Here on the Community Sports Show with the support, of course, of ID Athletic and Vision Decor. We'll be back in just a moment. And I'm going to lean in so I can see what button I want to push.
You're here on the Community Sports Show.
World, everyone and every sport is welcome to join in the fun, from the large and especially the small. We're here to help them to stand proud and tall. We tell you their stories with all of the glories. We lift up the stars from near and from far. Through Facebook and YouTube and Instagram too, sharing the love of connection, it's just what we do. The Community Sports Show, your home of the people, their tales and their dreams. It's the only place for you and your teams.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. The system almost worked. I think it actually did. It was quite seamless from everything I'm seeing on screen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perth Swan Cricket Association review show.
Try and say that one quickly.
No thanks. That was even I, who talk underwater, can't do it that well. But thanks very much to Mike Wilkie and the team at Intersport for jumping on board as the official sponsor of the review show and donating a $50 gift voucher every week to the Effort of the Week winner, and we'll name them at the end.
Look, I think it's a good thing.
It's a fantastic thing.
They're good people, easy to deal with.
Yep. And they're in Midland. They
Yeah.
cover all sports, not just cricket, as you said before, though. Huge range of bats. Whatever you go in there and talk to them about, I'm sure they'll be able to pick you up. All right, well, let's have a look. Before we get into the one-day competition, as you were practicing this during the break, you want to have a crack?
Yeah, go on. Shout out, I don't know, not sure what, 50 games. Shout out Western Wolves player Jackie Wadwani, 50 games. So, yeah, good effort.
Yeah, well done there. Jackie, he's part of, I feel like saying Western Wolves.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. Vision Decor, not just a sponsor of our show and your club,
Yeah.
but a sponsor of the association as well for all your blinds, curtains, awnings, even hybrid floorings, just like the one in the studio here and the curtains behind me. Vision Decor, great products, great prices.
And good people as well.
Great people,
so,
yeah.
Easy to deal with. You won't find anyone easier to deal with, and they're just all around belters. They're really good people.
All right, let's have a look at the results in the Vision Decor one-day A grade. Same format, viewers. Will run through the results, then the batting and bowling. And in these grades, we'll have a look at the ladders as well, because they're in ladder mode, the 2 days. Yeah, they've played enough games to have a ladder.
Yep.
All right, opening game saw Hawks Punjabi defeating Mount Lawley Inglewood 7 for 229, up against 172 all out.
Helena Valley 227 in 39.5. Beat my lads Caversham 161 from 34.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you read that one.
No, it was on purpose. That's all right. I get it.
There is no plan, man. That's a chaos theory. Scarborough 9 for 181. A big shout out to the Sharks. They've jumped on board and are big supporters at the moment. So good to have them with us. 9 for 181, defeating the Demons. Dianella 135 off 31. So an opportunity there for Dianella.
Yeah, Kilbinia West Perth 4 for 195 off of their 36. Beat Pilbara Yokon 8 for 190.
Yeah, well, we'll see Yokai and Pilbara and Mount Lawley Inglewood both went down last week. They will be our match of the week. Later we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Righto, Avi Bungu of Hawks Punjabi, top scoring in the A grade with 116 to his name. And then Satvir Shran with 50 not out, another good performance there by Satvir. While Fazain Faisal with 53 for Yokai Pilbara, we'll see him in action this week, along with his teammate Advat Vidaya, who had 31.
Yeah, Trent Mitchell 42 for Mount Lawley, and 3 Mount Lawley players all in their 20s. For the Sharks, Thomas Carlos had 36, Del Preti 34, Marlo Swanepoel, that'll do, thank you kindly, 32. Adam Ree had 35 for the Demons, and Ross Baker was 52, not off 28 for Coolbinia. So Kirk Howes 48, and Glenn Welton also 39. So a couple of real good returns there as well.
Yeah, very good efforts in the one-day competition, and some performances with the ball as Jeffrey Hammond jumps on board, and I like it when you have a bit of impact, mate. Big wins coming this week for the Middle Swan, in Knowles' words.
Nice.
Watch this space. Well, from your mouth to the ears of the players, Jeffrey, but moving from my mouth to the ears of all our viewers out there, so they're connected, smooth as silk. Shah Khan of Dianella, he took 4 for 34 to be the best of the bowlers. Zach Cobley chipped in with 3 for 12. Avi Bangu chipped in with 3 for 13 off 3 to go with his 116. Well,
handy.
Very handy.
Yeah, real handy.
Might be in the running for the effort of the week.
Yeah.
Dev Bazwan had 3 for 45, and Dave Washbourne of Mount Lawley chipping in with 3 for 55. And a couple of Goldens here. I'll actually let you read those because I just saw it's the broadcast game next. So
Yep. So the Goldens, Mount Lawley Inglewood had 1, and Dianella as well.
Yeah, so just a reminder, now that we're into the one-day mode here, there's a few, quite a few. We're not going to name names. We will keep it as a club award based on how many your club gets divided by the number of teams you start the season with. So
I
if
think you need to do an individual performance for this too, but I do like singling people out.
Mate, if you can get AI to do that, that is just one extra thing I do not have the time for.
Yeah.
All right.
I know that feeling too.
Yeah. So, speaking of things I do have the time for, though, it was the broadcast game, our opening match of the season last week at Helena Valley down at Boyer Oval. And Helena Valley, well, they were none for 45 off 5 overs. And I was sitting there going, this is going to be a big score.
Mm-hmm.
And then collapse. It was like dominoes falling.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden they were, and I think from memory, it was 9 for 119.
Yep.
Going from memory, plus a few bonus points for slow over rates. Well done on being penalised. Well done to the umpire for enforcing that. Putting on a total of 227 in the end.
Yeah, from 9 for
119.
Yep.
So
yeah, I was watching that one on the broadcast while I was playing, and when I come off for drinks, it was 9 for 130 something. I thought, that's not bad, and then come back when our innings was finished and went, what the hell happened there?
Well, what happened was Vinit Kumar, 82 off 89 balls, including 6 fours and 4 sixes.
Batting at number 8 too.
Yeah, batting at 8. He came in, the team was at 7 for 87. So a dominant performance there. The best of the bowlers, Raj Jatana, he had 3 for 36, and Mani Singh 3 for 48. But in response, a couple of new player names there.
Yep.
Mahaban Sekon.
Sekon, 38. Ravi Orlak, 35. Pankaj Dawal, 5 for 45 to go with 23 off 38. Batting at number 11 as well.
Yeah.
And he stuck around with Vinit big time. It would have been quite frustrating from a captain's point of view, I think. So, Nitesh Kumar, 3 catches, and Happy had 2. One in front of the van.
Yeah, so. Well, he had 2, and he asked me after the first one if I got it, and to be honest, I had the stationary camera.
Yep.
So no, I didn't. And then there was one on the boundary I did get, and he was very happy. He's like, "Did you get it?" I went, "Yes." We love being a part of it. So Thanks very much, Helena Valley, for having us. Just a reminder, though, when you do host us as a broadcast, whichever team wins, send a player over to the broadcast van so that we can catch an interview with your player of the game. You know,
It only takes a couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple of minutes. All right, the ladder in A grade. Coolbinia, West Perth, they lead. Hawks, Punjabi, Scarborough and Helena Valley are the top four, all courtesy of wins. Only one win, one loss here. Caversham in the top of the middle order there.
Yeah, look, the boys would be happy with the results, I think. First game of the season, couple of new players. So
Yeah. Dianella, Mount Lawley, Inglewood and Yokai and Pilbara rounding out the 8 sides in the competition. This week in the A grade, it is a top 4 versus a bottom 4 scenario. 2 of the top 4 will go 2-0 and 2 will be 2-1.
2 and
or
a couple
1-1.
Yeah, and a couple will be none and none.
Yeah, well, that's in the bottom half, and that's what makes it interesting, though, mate.
Cricket's a horrible game.
Good evening to Mark Forthrop there. A big shout out to Warwickshire over there in the UK. Good to have you with us, Mark. Look forward to catching up with you in a few weeks. He's coming over for the Ashes.
Yeah, nice.
And he's been a fan of the show, so I've got a kit here.
Yep.
And we'll catch up, deck him out,
Get him on.
and get an interview with him. But the bottom half sees Caversham taking on Dianella. Probably a must-win at home for you guys.
Yep, definitely. They will be wanting to put on a show, that's for sure. Need to open the account. So.
Yeah. Mount Lawley Inglewood hosting us at Hamer Park for the first time for cricket. They're up against Yokai and Pilbara for the match of the week. That is, interestingly, 7 versus 8. And people go, how do you pick that, Noel? Well, one of those is going to be battling to stay away from a 0 and 2 statistic. So I reckon it's going to be a cracking game. Looking forward to that one. Just like I'm looking forward to seeing Neil Worsley get a mention in our stats, as well as for his comments online. Good to see you there, Weasel. Now that he's back playing and play 1 week and rest for 4, recover.
He can't defend himself here.
No, well, I know. Well, he'll jump online in a minute. All right, let's have a look at the B grade. It was a bad day out for the home sides.
Yeah, real bad. Glen Forest 114 in 37. Lost to South Rossmoyne 4 for 115. Mundaring 88 off 27. Lost to the Hawks Punjabi 3 for 158, and they had to bat their 20 overs obviously to constitute the game. My boys 187 to the newcomers, all out my boys actually 187, and lost to the newcomers West Coast 1 for 189. And Midland 165 off 34, lost to Brabham, who come out and put on a show. But look at that, 257 off 39.5.
Yeah, and well done. Well, you mentioned the 20 overs. Having looked, we go through every grade, every game, every week. And last year I was calling out clubs for not doing it. Every single game this week that I saw got to 20 overs. So well done to all the clubs out there actually doing the things you're meant to be doing.
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of the side that beat you, unfortunately it was Harry Blanche, a new player for us at least. 101 not out off 100 balls for West Coast.
It was a good knock. I got to watch that. It was actually really good to watch. Unfortunately, he was wearing the wrong colours. But
well done to the team at West Coast, because they actually interviewed Harry after the game and shared that. That's exactly what we're after. So well done to everyone there. He might be in the running for the effort of the week. Yeah. Amrit Pal Singh, he had 80 and took 5 for 27.
Geez, that's for a ton.
I know. And that's also got him in the running, maybe.
Yeah.
Wonder who it is. Ooh.
And just quietly, Amrit's a good bloke. He used to play for us at Cavi a couple of seasons, and he's a really nice character.
Well, Harley Brown looks like he's a nice character to have batting with you, because Harry made 100 not out, and Harley Brown of West Coast 74 not out, and 3 for 37. So, you know, they've got some players there, West Coast. Brad Saunders, he had 66. Julian Jeekins had 50. Aman Guman, 49. With Mohammed Raza chipping in with 41. Kanwar Deep Rocky, he had 38. Varun Margo, 36. Syed Hussein, I'll say that correctly. Syed Hussein, he had 34 and took 3 for 25. And both Don Jaya Singh and Samir Sahai had 32 with the bat.
3 Goldens for this week as well. Midland, Glen Forest and Caversham. You keep making me say it, but yeah.
That's just the way it works.
No, it's deserved.
There's no deliberate structure to it.
No, it's deserved.
It's just the way it goes. I was thinking you'd read the next to gloss over the Caversham.
No, you read the next one, I'll read the last one.
Okay,
So.
right. Nirmal Bra had 3 for 20. Adil Shah had 3 for 22. And the last of the bowlers getting a mention was Midland's Jay Hyatt with 3 for 39.
Yeah, Varun Margo and Sandy Singh from Brabham, 3 catches. And West Coast actually took 8 as a team. They didn't drop much, but if I could just have a cheeky jab in there while we're talking about Brabham, that's the team playing in their B grade this year is the team that we beat in the grand final last year. So we might have to come and play against you in the B grade comp, boys. Watch out, we're coming.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, you heard it here first. As you will every week, every Friday night this season, the First One Cricket Association review show, proudly brought to you thanks to Intersports Ladder Gartrell. B grade ladder, West Coast. Hawks Punjabi, Southern Rossmoyne into the B grade competition. A couple of new sides in B grade up the top there, as well as Hawks Punjabi who have come in from the 2-day format. And Brabham, as you just mentioned, all getting 1 win last week. So they're separated by a significant amount.
Yeah, that's a big percentage there. 10.1 is huge.
But a long way to go. All right, B grade matches. This week we see Brabham up against Hawks Punjabi.
Yep, 5v3, you've got Midland and South Rossmoyne. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, go
1v7, West Coast and Mundaring, and Glen Forest v Caversham at Glen Forest.
All right, well, Callum McClellan there. Good Irish name there, if ever there's one. Jumping in with underdog's status claim. Well, we'll see. All right, let's have a look at the C grade, and then we'll have a tea break, I reckon.
Yeah.
Forestfield 7 for 183. This is where you get payback, because now I have to say they beat Middle Swan 7 for 181. At least we batted our 40 out there. Yeah. Carlisle 7 for 148 in 37, defeating Helena Valley all out 6 for 147 off their 40, so not enough runs there. I'll take it for you. I just saw what's next. Caversham 9 for 205, going down to Bullsbrook 7 for 206. Hardfort won that one, and Brabham, who were 4 from 4. This is another one of them. 188 in 35, defeating SKLP, who are one of the powerhouse clubs of the competition at the
monster
moment.
Clubs.
129.
Manpreet Dillon 81 off 67 for Brabham. Ryan Twist 63 not off 52. Batting at number 6 too. Lockie Smith 51. Sachin, the captain for Cavo, 50. Mason Emmons 49. Gurman Singh 45. Mr. Stars from Brabham 44 and 3 for 19. Not sure who that one was, but we'd love to know.
Just for the viewers at home, you said Mr. Stars.
Mr. Stars, he doesn't have a name, so that's all he's going to get. Be happy he's not Xavier Singh or something like that. So, yeah.
Well, he's elected to be private. He could be an ASIO agent or something.
Yeah.
You know, he could be a...
Donald Trump's sidekick,
could be let's not go anywhere near there. Yeah, let's not go anywhere near there. But he's electing to be private.
Yeah, that's it. Stars. Well, he gets more than a fill-in. So
he gets more than a fill-in.
Yeah, definitely. Ollie Herman, 40 and 3 for 33. And Kuldeep Kanchi, 39. Caversham extras. We would have won that game without the extras, 37 of them. And 1 golden to SKLP.
Yeah, and again, we won't necessarily list all the bad bowling performances, but what I've adopted an approach of is if you make more than 30, which is the batting
Yeah.
recognition,
Yeah.
you're going to cop a mention.
Fair.
You know, trust me, that is not the worst. There's more to
Yeah.
come. In the bowling, I should say, Lalji Villani with 4 for 24 and 45 with the bat, so a good return for Lalji there. Harley Prophet had 4 for 26. Inder Singh had 4 for 35, while the tank, Tom Counton, 3 for 22. Anish Irani, 3 for 31. Rory Crosby chipped in with 3 for 36, while Caversham Dayton's Mr. Stars had 3 for 38. And Jura
Jira. Yeah.
had 3 catches for
Had a
Bullsbrook.
good day out.
All right, the ladder. You're not in the last spot. You want to take
Yeah,
it?
I'll take this one. So Brabham on top of that one. Bullsbrook next. Forestfield, Carlisle, that makes the top 4. And then Helena Valley, Middle Swan, Cavo and SKLP take up the bottom side. So,
And it'll be a tough one because your guys come into our home deck.
yeah.
On Saturday?
Game at Jackman. I like batting at Jackman. I don't like batting many places, but Jackman's all right. So.
Okay, well, I hope that doesn't come to fruition, viewers. Other C-grade matches, we've got Carlisle up against Brabham, Forestfield taking on SKLP, Helena Valley have the pleasure of hosting Bullsbrook, and at Jackman Oval, as Jeffrey Hammond suggested, hopefully there's something in the wind and Middle Swan to get up over your lot.
Give it a crack.
Give it a crack. Well, give it a crack is what we're doing. So are Mount Lawley Inglewood. Unfortunately, we've got apologies from Muhammad Ali Dadurka. They've got a club event on tonight. So
Likely tale.
well, I can't disprove it, so I accept it at face value. But they've got a Ashes test night coming up. You know, if you can't go to the test, why not head down to Mount Lawley Inglewood on the day 2? That's the Saturday. Doors open at 6. The show opens at 7. And you can listen to stories from Ian Beefy Botham and Jason Dizzy Gillespie.
Geez, that's not a bad couple of hosts for you.
Yeah, that's a great effort there by Mount Lawley Inglewood. So if you haven't already, check out their page because tickets are filling fast. I was talking to Muhammad and he said there's a few spots left, but not many. So if you want to get involved, do it. If you want to get involved, Steve, this is the moment now. I prepped him earlier. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is up for grabs. It's
Somewhere there, that way.
somewhere there, yeah.
That'll do.
That'll do. That's perfect. Covers you. Nah, just joking. Ricky Ponting. It's an autographed, signed, limited edition Pride of Australian Cricket poster that we're giving away. And throughout the night, we've been giving extra bonus points. However, we're about to get into the second half of the show and time's running out. If you haven't already, jump on the comments. You're probably wondering why people typed 60 earlier. Well, that's because they were after an extra couple of entries in the competition. You've got until the show finishes. Jump on there. Now, I'm changing it up.
Splitting it down the middle.
Down the middle. 60's over. No more 60. Jump on board. You can qualify for an extra 1 entry if you put Joey's on there, who have come on board as a sponsor.
Good spot for dinner.
Yeah.
Take the partner, get some brownie points.
Yeah, I went up there today and collected vouchers and I'm like, well, can I have this for lunch, please? And the wife comes home and goes, why is there a sandwich in the fridge? Don't watch this footage, dear. I love you. All right, so jump online. Simply type Joey's in the comments and you'll get another additional bonus just for listening to the Community Sports Show review show for the Perth Swan Cricket Association, proudly sponsored by Intersport, Slater Gartrell, and supported by our platinum sponsors, ID Athletic and Vision Decor. We'll be back in just a moment. And now I will lean in so that I push the right buttons this time.
to the rivers, beside golden sands too. Listen up, Perth, this anthem's for you. All over town, Perth swan cricket lighting the way. The great game of cricket, we live it every day. It's a battle of will. The smell of the turf and the cheers that still thrill. Grass beneath our feet, we sweat and we grind. The heart of Perth Swan, we're one of a kind. So come, raise your voices, let the anthem ring. We're the pride of Perth Swan. Hear the songs we all sing. Perth Swan's on fire. Feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The community sports show, home of the PSEA, showing our passions to the world every day. With legend behind us and dreams in our hands, you'll find us united from the bush to the sands. The spirit of Perth, it runs through our veins. In every match played, that's where it remains. Under the hot summer sun, Perth Swan cricket is igniting the flame, rocking the globe with the sound of the game. Perth Swan's on fire. Feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The community sports show, the home of the PSEA. Don't hang around. Come and join us today. The heart of Perth Swan, we're one of a kind. So come, raise your voices, let the anthem ring. We're the pride of Perth Swan. Hear the songs we all sing. Perth Swan's on fire. Feel the energy soar. When the crowd starts roaring, we're ready for more. The community sports show, home of the PSEA, showing our passions to the world every day.
we say goodbye to our week 1 Warriors, what a collection of rough
good.
and tough fellas they were.
Yeah, well, we were
And
just
ladies.
saying the photos are actually getting used, guys. So send them in. You can see proofs in the pudding. You've just seen it.
Yeah,
More the merrier.
congratulations. Thanks very much. And we will do that every week. We'll create a compilation video of your pictures and create a montage for the association, and we'll put it out here every review show, which is proudly brought to you thanks to the name above Steve's head. It's not just a bright idea, it's a great idea. Think about IT, think about Intersport, because they are into every sort of sport. Slater Gartrell coming on board, and pretty soon we'll find out how awesome they are, because they're donating a $50 gift voucher. Clubs get 25, we get 50. So you'll go in, get your gear, and get $50 off.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, look, I just want to, before we get into, I think we're up to D grade. Before I get into D grade, just want to do a couple of thank yous to all the clubs. You mentioned getting the pictures in. That's happening all the time. If you upload them on a Saturday or a Sunday, tag us, even early Monday morning. That allows me to have a look at them on Monday, to put out a video on probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And then again, as we just saw with our Warriors video, we'll put it here. And we'll also on a Wednesday, I think, have all the video clips. So if you missed the announcement before, please don't send. I made a bad idea last week. Cancel that idea altogether. Start afresh. We want you to tag us. That way I'll have a look, and when I go, yeah, that's a fantastic video, I'll say, please send it to me. I'll get you to email it to us, so we have a bit of control over the quality and the quantity. But thanks to everyone for doing that, and for updating Play HQ. I was actually able to start going through the grades on Monday. Well, Sunday in reality.
Yeah, it makes it easier when everyone uses the iPads, that's for sure.
That's for sure. All right, well, let's have a look at D grade. One of these sides had 8 debutants in it last week.
Yeah.
Fantastic effort. But have a look at the scores. First, City Beach defeating Coolbinia West Perth 4 for 217 to 95. Dianella at home going down 145 against Scarborough 149. Scarborough getting 3 out of 3 as well. Darlington, the side that has just recruited very well
this year.
9 for 173 to defeat Les Murdy Mazenod, all out for 170. And then Mount Lawley Inglewood going down, getting up I should say, over Southern Rossmoyne in a close one there, 40 overs each, 5 for 154 to 150.
Yeah.
And we'll play tag here because I've just noticed.
Yeah, you just noticed all the names there, haven't you? Inesh Valapuram, 82 for Coolbinia.
City Beach.
City Beach. Andrew Robertson, 76. Deepak Patel, 75. Quinny, 72. Looks like he's back in form again already. Jamie Wood, 71. Hendrik Milan, 67. Sangha Tyagarajan, there you go, 51 knot. Maurice Whittington, 45. Andrew Roberts, what's DIA?
Andrew Robertson of Dianella, because
Dianella.
there's 2 Andrew Robertsons in this competition.
I'll bet you the other one plays for Darlington, does he?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. But Andrew Robertson of Dianella making, one of the things I've seen, clubs stepping up. Dianella now having a team of the week from across their grades.
Yep.
There's Murdy Mazenod are having the old school. This show evolved from the paper format where you get your name in the paper every week.
That's pretty cool.
They're doing their own paper edition up at the club, so good to see clubs getting around it.
Yeah.
But that was to tell me that it was Andrew Robertson of Dianella who's made their team of the week.
Yeah. Adam Martin, 36. Clinton Reed and Ishan Lotlicker,
Yep.
30.
Correct.
So
just snuck in there. 30 is the cut-off.
Yep.
6 Golden Ducks here. You thought a couple for your club was the problem.
Yeah.
6 Golden Ducks here. Southern Rossmoyne with 1. Dianella with 3. And Les Murdy, and that's 3 in 1 grade. So
Yep.
And Les Mazenod with 2. So 6 Golden Ducks there in D grade, but never mind. Bowling performances, Jeffrey Lang of Scarborough with 5 for 17. Prasanna Eddie Warriera of Dianella, yep, his Pub's little brother.
Yep.
3 for 10. Phil Veach had 3 for 18, and Sahil Doug, that was a game in the 80s, wasn't it? Sahil Doug, he had 3 for 20, and a veteran, Rob Cross, chipping in with 3 for 29 for Darlington, with Tristan Showers bagging 3 catches for City Beach.
Nice.
And the ladder?
City Beach on top of that one, Mount Lawley, Darlington and Scarborough. And then the bottom 4, Dianella, Lesmaz, Southern Rossmoyne and Coolbinia West Perth.
Pretty much. And the matches this week sees Southern Rossmoyne. There's a few top and tail clashes across the grades. Southern Rossmoyne up against Coolbinia West Perth. Top of the table clash, Mount Lawley Inglewood against City Beach. While the Scarborough versus Les Mazenod game, that'll be on Frogbox. We'll share that link in the morning. And Dianella versus Darlington in the last of the D grade matches.
So for E grade, Swanview played Maylands. Swanview 174 and 38. Lost to Maylands 7 for 303.
Yeah, Maylands, they put on a show. They were,
Yeah.
they're selling. You know, a big shout out while I remember to Maylands, they're getting behind the social media.
Yep.
I did smile. They tagged the association and us in their post.
Yep.
And their language was very celebratory, shall we say.
Well, it was at Brown Park too. So
Yeah, I know.
they're playing at Dayton this weekend, which is a lot different.
Yeah.
So do it again, and
We'll talk.
We'll talk about it then. Belmont, Belmont 8 for 175, lost to Carlisle 2 for 176 in 34. My boys 7 for 65, batting second, hung on to beat Ellenbrook all out for 60 and 19.4. We actually had lunch finished, done, and I was back at the other ground. Normally by the time we'd be having tea. So yeah, it was
lovely day.
yeah, it was good.
And
And then the last one, Brabham 6 for 111, beat SKLP 110 in their 22.
Yeah, and the batting performances here, a new name for the Community Sports Show review show, Hayden Criven. He had 115 off 87, including 15 fours and 4 sixes for Carlisle there, so a good pick up for the Red Dogs.
Yeah.
Sad Hassan had 88 not out for Maylands, one of many that were celebrating there. Will Ho had 75, and Will, I'm challenging you to identify where I've actually played some mind games in the anthem. Okay? If you can spot that, I'll give you a bonus pack. You know, I'll give you a Joey's voucher and an ID athletic pack if you can identify what I've done in the anthem. Will Ho, that's a special one just for you. Dylan Self, viewers will be going, what? No?
Yeah, watch out. There's stuff there.
It's all about getting involved. Dylan Self got involved. He had 70. Making his debut for Maylands, Muhammad Shabir, 63 and 3 catches. Welcome to Maylands. No wonder they were celebrating.
Yeah.
Jason Geimer had 40. James Lovelock put on 34, not out, batting at 10 for Swanview. While Alfred Brown had 34, and Shashi Chakur just snuck in with 30 not out. And the Golden Ducks, to save Steve, is SKLP and Caversham with a couple. Onto the bowlers, because there's some good news for you.
Some good ones there. Oh, good bad news for me as well. Josh Bibby ripped us to shreds. A couple of those Golden Ducks were off his bowling. 5 for 39. He bowled a treat. He bowled 8 on the trot and bowled really well. Newcomer to Cavi, Blake Raby, 4 for 15. First game for the club as well, and took my end.
Yeah.
Took my wickets. That's okay. I like the guy. He's all right, so you can have it.
Oh, yeah. Blake, a big shout out to you as well. He's one of many that have started following the show. A big welcome to you and to all that have joined our sports community here.
Yeah. Narinder Singh, 3 for 8 off 4. Mitesh Madapriya, 3 for 21. Sherez Beg, 3 for 26. Andrew Ho, another mention, 3 for 28. Brett Cad, 3 for 40. Hashad Harani, 3 catches for SKLP. So couple of real good performances there. But yeah, Bibby ripped us to shreds. He nearly took that game off his own bowling.
He's been a seasoned campaigner for
Yeah.
a long time, Josh Bibby. And Andrew Ho, that challenge is not for you, that's just for your brother Will. All right, looking at the ladder, we see Carlisle on top, followed by Maylands. Interestingly, despite such a big win, Maylands still in second spot. Brabham and Caversham, good news for the Cavi boys. They're in fourth spot. Then outside, Rangers, SKLP, Swanview, and Belmont, who will be looking to make amends this week. And the matches this week, we see Carlisle taking on Brabham. That's 1v3, probably the match of the round in this grade. SKLP taking on Swanview. Allenbrook at home taking on Belmont. That game has been frog boxed, so again we'll share the link. If your club is frog boxed in any games, make sure you've messaged me tonight to be included so we can promote your club.
Yeah.
And Caversham, well, you mentioned, see if they can back it up.
Yeah.
Well, they've got you've got the job to disprove that.
Definitely. We've got the bowlers to do it, but it'll be they've obviously got the batting to counter it, so see how we go.
See how they go indeed. F Troop, well, we all love F Troop. Southern Rossmoyne 138 defeating Mount Lawley Inglewood all out for 73. Yokine Pilbara putting on a good knock there, 5 for 249 to defeat Ascot. Solid enough performance, 8 for 121. West Coast not having it all their way in the lower grades, going down all out for 60 off 25 to the Western Wolves, who are stepping up their social media and their presence as well. Big shout out to all the Wolves. Because my wife's gone to bed, I will not do a whoa sound.
You'll be in trouble.
Oh, we'll be in very big trouble. 3 for 124, again batting out the 20 there. And Dianella at home going down to Brabham, 7 for 168 to Brabham's 9 for 226.
That's a big score. Onto the no, sorry, this is still the batting.
Yeah, batting.
Craig CJ Johnson 76 off 109. Amrit Make 76 off 78. MD Niaz 72. Ishan Patel 70. Najal Patel 55. Dan Murphy, hey, that's a good name.
Yeah.
Dan Murphy 50. Rob Michael 44. Graham Edwards 30. Tanuja Samarasinghe.
Yeah.
Strike rate 30. What is it?
Oh, no.
hang on,
I'll
what's this?
cover this one for you.
Yep.
Tanuja Samarasinghe, the captain of Southern Rossmoyne, had 33 with the bat and took 3 for 3 off 4.
I need to learn your shorthand.
I know, well, you did step in, so, you know, it is
and
a ballsy speak, mate.
then the Dianella bowlers had Old Xavier made 33 for, I'm not sure who Dianella played Brabham, 33 off of that one as well.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
yeah, that
just
sucks.
giving runs away because
Yeah.
they're extras plus the runs down
Yeah.
off them.
yeah, definitely.
All right, in the bowling stakes, we saw Cherry Kunath taking 4 for 18. Brett Williams of Western Wolves, we gave them a mention. He had 3 for 3 off 4, along with Tanuja Samarasinghe, with the same stat there. Prateek Kumar, we saw Prateek online before. He had 3 for 12. Aryan Sharma, 3 for 31, and I've practiced making sure I said that name that way. Well, Muhammad Ali Dadurka, he was due to be that name there, just there, but he's not. So hope everything went well at your club tonight, Muhammad. He had 3 for 35, and Shririam Eswaran had 3 for 50. Ladder?
Ladder, Western Wolves on top of that one by a big percentage by the look of that.
Yeah.
Yokine Pilbara, South Rossmoyne and Brabham are taking in 4. And then Dianella, Mount Lawley, Ascot and West Coast holding up the bottom.
Yep, and matches this week, Brabham versus Ascot, Dianella versus Southern Rossmoyne, Yokine Pilbara at home against West Coast, and Western Wolves taking on Mount Lawley Inglewood. So tough ask for Mount Lawley Inglewood. Muhammad probably glad he's not in that chair
Yeah.
for me to quiz him.
Yep. On to G grade, homeside heaven this weekend. Must have been a few home games. SKLP, wow, 9 for 347.
That's-
Yep, home game heaven. Beat Mundaring 7 for 121. Playing at Bennett Springs. Ellenbrook 6 for 254, another big one. 6 for 254, beat Helena Valley 140 off their 39.4. Scarborough 141, beat Uni 137 in 30.
Yeah.
Jackson 1 for 8. Steve Carlton 1 catch on debut, plus 3 more father and son combos in that team. Is that a second?
Yeah, no. So this is the Scarborough G grade that we gave a shout out to at the top of the show. So Jackson and Steve Colton, a couple of new names in there. Jackson with 1 wicket and Steve with a catch on debut. So give them a shout out. Plus they had 3 more father-son combos in the one team.
Cool.
So fantastic effort.
Yeah.
And Anthony Holmes chipped in with 2 for 25. Normally wouldn't get a mention, Anthony. I felt sorry for you. It was your 100th, so 2 for 25 in his 100th. And Mayland's G grade, well, they had the bye, so they got to witness that demolition by their E grade, and saw a bit of a lesson. Giving lessons, Quinton George, Q. He's an old Ellenbrook faithful man there. Many will know him by his voice, and it's a boomer.
Yeah.
96, well, Vilok Halai had 94, a couple of big scores there. Craig Hager, new name, he had 82 not out off 76. Some bloke called Phil had 66 for Uni, while Ratvik Shah had 57.
Corey Fernandez 48 not for Mundaring. Kalpesh Banderi 44. Paramjit Singh 38. Danasuk Gondaria 37 and 4 for 25. Corey Smith and Yash Patel both on 36, and Chris Thomas 34.
Yeah, good to see the old fella there still going round for Mundaring.
And then on to the bowling. I like this young fella, Tyson. I know Tyson personally. He's a good young kid, 3 for 18 for Ellenbrook. Roger Smith, 3 for 26. Govinda Singh, 3 for 30. And
I'll take this one.
Yeah, go on.
The Mundaring bowlers, we said anything above 30 gets a mention. Well,
can we mention them twice?
Mundaring, 68 extras, 39
Makes it hard to win
between
a game of
wides
cricket.
and no balls, and 19 in buys.
Yeah.
So a tough day there for Mundaring. Take that out of the equation and you'll be competitive. Good news, though, is they didn't get a golden duck. They went for University and Helena Valley. And if you're just joining us, don't panic. We won't name who you are that got them, just the club. Speaking of the club, Scarborough, with eight relations in the one team, they're sitting on top very comfortably ahead of Ellenbrook. SKLP in third, and I feel like I'm missing a team there. Oh no, because there's a bye they pulled out, that's right. Mundaring, Helena Valley, Uni, and courtesy of the fact they had the bye, Mayland sitting at the bottom, but they'll get an opportunity this week. Yeah.
Games for this grade for the weekend: Mundaring playing Scarborough, Ellenbrook playing Uni, Maylands versus Helena Valley at DeLacy, and SKLP got the bye.
They absolutely do. Speaking of bye, it's almost time to say goodbye, but not yet. There's a few grades to go. But before we do that, we'll just have a very quick couple of minute drink break here on the Community Sports Show for the Intersport Slater Gartrell Perswan Cricket Association review show. I'm going to have to say that a few times.
Yeah.
I'll have it playing under my pillow so that I get that long.
That'll make the wife happy.
No comment there. We'll talk off air. I love her. And look, I love you too. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Community Sports Show. Back in just a moment.
We tell you their stories with all of the glory. their tales and their dreams. It's the only place for you and your teams.
Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show.
Well, I was about to take a drink, but then I realised the video was about to finish. Big welcome back to you all, wherever you are across the globe, no matter what time it is, whether it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, as it is here in Perth. You're here on the Community Sports Show with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and our very special fill-in guest for the night, Steve Abbott. Welcome back, mate.
Thanks, mate.
All right, welcome back to you as well, viewers. If you're just joining us, you have 3 grades to go to comment. You'll see people putting Joey's in the comments there. That's because we're giving away a bonus entry into our Ricky Ponting autographed poster. And we're not far away from announcing the inaugural winner of the Effort of the Week. And I used to take the mickey out of Peasy. Every week we'd give away awards and stuff on the show, and he's like, oh, I don't know, and then he'd struggle to fill them. I genuinely felt like any of the judges on the reality shows going, this is the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
It's the biggest call I've ever had to do.
Oh, I tell you, it's a tough gig though. And that's because you, the people out there, are getting behind us this year and the association. So keep those videos, those pictures all coming through. All right, speaking of that, I just want to, before we have a look at the H grade results, I want to give a shout out to Raj Chowdhury, who's become a follower of the show and also a big supporter in terms of content. Last week, Yokai Pilbara's H grade went on a film clip frenzy. There he is. He's got Coley's autograph today. Well, he's a very happy man there. But a big shout out to you, Raj. I mentioned at the top of the show, well done to you and your H grade there at Yokai Pilbara. What we'd ask is that if you put it up on your club page, simply tag us or the association page. Tell us that you've put it up there. We'll have a look and then we'll get you to email any videos that we ask for so that we can share them, and we'll just basically pilfer your pictures. So if you put pictures up, please explain what they're about as well. So that,
A little bit of context helps.
a little bit of context helps. All right. Let's have a look at the H grade, because speaking of Raj and his Coley autograph, and we spoke before about Kush of SKLP being a nets bowler for India, big enthusiasm there. Raj and his team, 202 in 38, defeating Bayswater, 9 for 78. Obviously just one short there in terms of players.
City Beach, 190, lost to Coolbinia West Perth, 7 for 216, sorry.
That's right.
Carlisle 3 for 116 in 27, beat Midland 8 for 113 off a 30. Ellenbrook 84 in 28, lost to Glen Forest 5 for 134. They only bat their 20 as well. So.
Yeah, so well done to every club that did bat your 20 out, and thanks for acknowledging that, Raj. Good job. Masaka Wickramasinghe had 102 off 125 balls.
Moving.
Yeah, that's all right, but he was opening though. So, I sort of expect openers to get good numbers.
It's still moving.
Yeah, I know, I'm selfish. Dylan Wilson, he had 69. Sahil Chowdhury had 67. Daniel Organ, 45. Lovepreet Singh with 44. Keith Saunders battling away there at Midland, he had 42, and Mitchell Reeves with 34, and just the one golden. Pardon me, one golden duck. City Beach.
Onto the bowling. Andrew Heppenstall, 4 for 24. Nuwan Arachiji, 4 for 43. Wade Kolkan, 3 for 5 off 6. That's not bad. Brian Phelan, 3 for 27. Dan Gandy from City Beach, 3 for 30. Rasiru Pitiagi, 3 for 34, and Jack Wheeler, 3 catches as well. So a couple of good returns there as well.
City Beach having a bit of a good performance there all around, batting, bowling and catching, so well done. All right, that means the ladder looks like this. Glen Forest on top. They were there last year though and then failed in the grand final, but we won't bring that up for now. Glen Forest on top, Carlisle, Yoko and Pilbara in third, and Coolbinia West Perth rounding out the top 4 after just 1 week, with City Beach, Bayswater, Midland and Allenbrook looking for some returns this week from their matches.
Yeah, next week's or this weekend's game, Yoko and Pilbara playing Carlisle, Allenbrook playing Bayswater, City Beach, playing Midland, and Coolbinia West Perth playing Glen Forest.
Pretty much exactly as you've called it there, Steve. Thanks very much. Now, he's been pestering you for a while. He's been told by me just to hold his horses, and he commented, the very first comment was from this bloke.
Yep, I get heckled every time I come on. So.
He gets a bit chippy, but look, this is where our 2 clubs, Middle Swan 9 for 115.
And Cavo 4 for 116 in 24.
Yeah, got the win over us last week. But a special note, apparently, we asked for people to comment. This bloke has bullied his president, Kalen McClellan. Got his first wicket in cricket, apparently.
Yeah, he reckons I'm going to dob him in for this. He told me exactly what to write. Yeah, I know he's watching. That's why I'm going to dob him in. Fittingly, the last wicket of the innings, absolute pie floated up, skied to the leg side boundary after being set up with some slow, loopy filth. Filth wasn't the word that he used, but filth is the word we're going to say.
We are a PG show, thank you.
Bowler had been chirping all day from first slip, which
from our side.
No,
your bowler.
No, Kalen had been chirping all day. He would have been standing there saying something that probably didn't even make sense. But he finally jagged one, and poetic justice at its finest. It's his first wicket for the club. So
congratulations.
He's good. He come last year and unfortunately didn't get too many games for us, but this year he's going to be a stalwart for that team. He's going to be around a long time. So
well done, Kalen, and we love your enthusiasm, and we love the enthusiasm of everyone that's online tonight joining us wherever you are. It's a pleasure to have you with us. In the other results, and that was almost a page worth just that he sent us there, Mount Lawley Inglewood, 104, lost to SKLP, 7 for 226. Western Wolves only needed 20 overs to put on 8 for 120, and that was enough to defeat City Beach for 116. And in the final match, Bayswater at home, going down 93 in 32 to Coolbinia West Perth, another 20 over result there, 4
There's
for 122.
a few of them this weekend.
That's, last year we kept saying don't finish at 11.6 overs.
Yeah.
You've got to bat your 20. So we're recognising that you're getting it right this year, clubs. Well done.
Onto the batting, Dinkar Shani from SKLP 71, Hamish McNichol 67,
Middle Swan man,
C Simmons 42, Niraj Adhikari 40, both of our openers there, Scott Bretland 37, Tanmoy Mendel 36, Darren Thompson 35, Nilan Chandratigal, I'm going to butcher that one, Chandratigalaki.
Oh, well,
Go on, say it. Go on.
Milan Chandratilaki.
There we go. That'll do. 33. Vishal Patel, 31. Kulsal Pindaria and Shan Patel both on 30.
Yeah, and Kalen there just saying that the batsman Hamish McNichol needed a free beer after a good knock. So good to see. And that's the online banter. West Coast.
That's the best of it.
That's what we're trying to generate this year. Is a bit of inter-friendly, appropriate, inter-club rivalry and banter, and it's all done in good spirits as long as it's done that way.
Christo's done a fair bit of that. Anyone that's seeing anything from Caversham, I promise it's not me. It's all Chris.
I've had to laugh. You have gone, like on the association post. It's not me, I swear, it's not me.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I go back from my own profile so people can see it wasn't me.
That's right. I put the association, I'm not sure what his official title is, but I put Jura on notice, because he also updated something and said it's the new media guy. And everyone was asking me. I'm like, it's not me.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and say Jura.
Yep.
All right. Well, no going back here. Bipin Harani. enjoy what he had. That was 5 for 14 off 7 there. Sukraj Singh had 4 for 20. Kevin Bishop 4 for 21, and Adritra Dutta had 4 for 23. And rounding out the bowling mentions, Andrew Carr with 3 for 5 off 2 for City Beach, jumping in there as well. And this one, neither of us want to read it out.
Go on, I'll do it, because I want to know who it was from my boys, but Middle Swan and Caversham, so the two of us are under the bus now.
Yeah, that was a golden duck from each of us in there. Coolbinia West Perth, they lead. SKLP, our second. Caversham sitting comfortably in third. Wolves in third. City Beach, Middle Swan, Mount Lawley, Inglewood and Bayswater rounding out the sides. And looking at the matches, Mount Lawley, Inglewood taking on Western Wolves. That'll be a tough one for the... Are they Panthers or Cougars, Mount Lawley?
Mount Lawley are Panthers, I believe.
Someone's
Don't hold
a
me
Cougar.
to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If there's any Mount Lawley folk out there, please let us know. Bayswater taking on SKLP. City Beach up against Caversham, and Coolbinia West Perth. A tough one for my club, Middle Swan, travelling to Yokine there against Coolbinia West Perth. And that's the answer to the question you asked me during the tea break. Who was Middle Swan's second side playing?
Yes.
Coolbinia West
There you
Perth.
go, Coolbinia.
There you go. All right, we'll toggle on to J grade, because just J grade and then a wrap up with the announcements.
So Belmont 118 in 32 beat Bully 98 off 23. Forey 8 for 152 lost to SKLP, none for 161. Well, that's convincing. Swanview forfeited playing Ascot, and Les Maz 5 for 117 in 26 playing Dianella 9 for 116 off 32.
Yeah, and the batting performances here, Dan Hardingham with 71 for the Hawks, that's the Forestfield Hawks. Dipak Ragvani with 67 not out, a good knock there, Dipak. Well, Kavit Budia had 50 not out for SKLP, I love seeing not out. Jerome Maguire 41, Jake Edwards 37, and I have a funny feeling, no I haven't, I was about to say I think I've forgotten something, but it's in about 4 lines time. Jake Edwards 37, and then Greg Hooper on 30. And I'll keep rolling with your permission for the next 2 lines. Luke O'Reilly of Bullsbrook had 4 for 16. Volju Sengani had 4 for 25. And the reason I stopped at Jake Edwards there was because I knew in the back of my mind I had to remember something. Jake Edwards took 3 for 12 as well as his 37. And at the top of the show we mentioned 3 generations. Ken Duzovic at Les Murdy Mazenod, Jake's granddad, along with sons Tom and Reese. 3 generations.
Cool. Yep, I like that.
In the J grade for Les Murdy Mazenod. So thanks very much, Joel, for that insight there. I'll let you read the next few lines.
Stuart Walton 3 for 14. Jason Smith 3 for 25. Brett Cale 3 for 48. Bully Mr. Private Man. Oh, that's a fill in that one. 3 for 44. And Forestfield 44 sundries. Will Mirton, the captain out of Belmont, 3 catches as well. So while I'm there, Golden's in that grade, 1 at Forestfield and 1 at Belmont. So not too many in that grade.
Belmont getting amongst the social media as well, inviting us to collaborate and do all those sort of things. So thanks very much. There's Murdy Mazenod on top, Belmont, SKLP, Ascot, Bullsbrook, Dianella, Forestfield, Swanview. Good mix of J grade there, and it's good to see a couple of weeks in, still going strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Top of the table clash this week sees Les Murdy Mazenod taking on Belmont, and Forestfield up against Ascot. SKLP taking on Bullsbrook, and then Dianella travelling to Swanview out the back of Brown Park.
Brown Park too.
All right, now we'll ignore that line because we're probably 5 minutes past that. I won't look. All right, that has been every grade, and that's what we're going to do every week. Every high score, every bowling performance, batting, let us know. This is a show for you, for your teams. If you don't tell us, I won't know. I'll only see what I see. I don't get the context, and you used that word before.
Yeah.
It's important to have some context because Callan wouldn't have normally got a mention for one wicket. But it's his first.
You'll get a mention for the next one. I promise you'll be
That's
pushing
the
for it.
first. He won't get it if it's just one. All right, Golden Duck pardon me. Golden Duck update. It is a club-based award this year, and we had 23 across the grades in week 1. D grade leading with 6, B and E grade both with 3, and we won't name them because I've forgotten who they are, but 2 clubs with 4 each. We'll be tracking that. Now, a couple of reminders. Frogbox,
Yep.
your club use it? Not using
No,
it? Not yet?
we were thinking about it this year, but we had too many issues with it last year. I'm not going to go into that one
I
on
know, that's okay.
public, but yeah.
If you are using Frogbox, send us your links. We'll put those up in the morning. We've got 5 games on from first grade down to, I feel like saying E grade.
I think it was E grade, yeah. Swanview's E grade,
Yeah,
I think it was.
E grade. So those games are there. Our game tomorrow is the one-day Vision Day Call, one-day A grade match between Mount Lawley Inglewood, our first time to Hamer Park, up against Yoko and Pilbara. Now, we've got a new sponsor. Intersport Slater Gartrell. Took me a moment to process what I was about to say there. Mike Wilkie and the team at Slater Gartrell Intersport there have come on as a review show sponsor, and as part of that, they are donating a $50 voucher, not $25, $50 voucher every week to the effort of the week. Now, Steve, I don't know about you. We joked before with Ryan about how many runs we haven't made, and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, you know. We recognise the high scores. We don't identify them, but we recognise the Golden Ducks, the wicket takers, the catch takers, but we don't recognise the efforts sometimes, and that's what's important. And we ask you to give us that context each and every week, because we've seen some very good performances, some very special. I'll get you to run through the special mentions here.
Yeah.
As we've gone through some of the special mentions.
Yeah, definitely. So special mentions, and in the notes there, it was real tough this week. I'm happy that it wasn't me making the decision, but Harry Blanche, 101, Harley Brown, 74 to back him up, and 3 for 37 as well, which is pretty handy.
Yeah.
Avi Bangu, 116 off 104 and 3 for 13. Smiley Amrit Singh, 80 and 5 for 27 for Brabham. Nitish Patel, 2 for and 3 catches. The whole Maylands team.
I had to put that because there were so many of them in there.
But there's quite a few. But I'll handball up to the decision maker for the announcement.
It was tough, honestly. Yeah. And viewers, if you want to have a vote, and this is a bit of how we can look at it moving forward with the media awards, but the inaugural review show effort of the week winner, and taking home in this little goodie bag right here. It's not as fancy as the Ricky Ponting autographed picture frame, I have to admit, but it is still very good. It's valued at over $100. It is an ID Athletic pack, singlet and bucket hat, a Joey's Swan Valley Diner voucher, and in fact, because it's the opening week, I've doubled it.
There you go.
There's 2 vouchers in there. So there's $50 worth of free food, soft drinks, slushies, whatever you want on the way past, and a $50 voucher from Intersport Slater Gartrell. So that prize pack goes to...
Dun, dun, dun.
In amongst all my thing, I need to install a drum roll now.
I think you should have a proper drum kit, mate.
Oh, no. I'm one-arm bandit, mate. I know.
No, I'm not even going to go there.
Yeah. The winner, after all of that hullabaloo, you're all hanging on, but the winner, he came into bat at 9 for 119. He only made 23, but he was not out. He batted for 38 balls at 11. He supported someone that put on 82.
Yeah.
And he was part of a 96-run partnership, and there were bigger partnerships.
Yeah.
You know, Harley and Harry.
Is there more valuable than this one? But I don't think so.
It got them the win.
Yeah.
And as a result, the winner is Pankaj Dal of Helena Valley. Congratulations, Pankaj. Not only did he make the 23, but we mentioned in the stats before, took 5 wickets as well. So
Oh,
hung
if for nothing
around
else,
and then, just came out and took wickets.
if for nothing else, give the guy a medal, because he would have absolutely annoyed the living beep out of the opposition captain. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, look, I didn't say the game was over. I said if they see it out,
Yeah.
and credit to them.
And
They
he did,
absolutely
yeah.
did see it out.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. It's also about the support we get from the sponsors. We've got new sponsors, Slater Gartrell into sport. We have our platinum sponsors, ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and club promotional merchandise, as well as Vision Decor for your curtains, blinds, awnings, and even hybrid floorings. And PFG Plumbing and Gas sponsoring all the awards for the association this year. Joey's Swan Valley Diner, Barner Construction, and Nathan's Event Hire. Thank you all for your support. Thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight. I have got to finish on some bad news though, Steve.
What have I done?
No, you're okay. You've
No, it's
done
okay.
nothing. You've been awesome, mate.
Good. Thank you.
You've been awesome. But for all the viewers out there, bonus entries are now closed. As soon as this stream stops, I'm going to go on there and go, no more entries. So if you haven't already commented with either Joey's or 60, you've got about 60 seconds left. Otherwise, you'll miss out. Until tomorrow at 12:30. Just a reminder, all games 12:30 tomorrow.
Everything starts early.
Wet weather conditions as well, so don't take umbrellas, don't jinx it, but be prepared to deal with that. 1 over every 4 minutes, I believe, is the...
Yeah. Southern, tell us.
Yeah, don't tell us, South. He wouldn't know. He just asked me.
Oh, Weasel, sir. Weasel, tell us.
All right, well, we're going now. Look, thanks to the sponsors. Thanks to you, Steve.
Thanks,
I
mate.
genuinely appreciate you coming in and your support. Wherever you are, Neil Worsley has actually gone there, but he didn't give us an answer. He just said, great show, good night. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you, our viewers, wherever you are. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon from Hamer Park in Mount Lawley for round 2 here on the Community Sports Show. And discreetly lean into
Across the globe, you're here on the Community Sports Show.